Guys, it's me. I'm back.
What's up, party people?
We're like Mass. Come on.
All right, this show is taking a turn for the. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Rick Show. Only because I'm the only one here right now. So it's another episode of Monster Bass Live, and I'm really grateful that you guys took the time out of your day to be with us today. And as a reminder for all of you, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I want to remind you guys that, a big part of our community is giving back. And we give back through Monster Bass Cares. It's a program that's really important to me. It's really important to our community. We got a lot of veterans, servicemen and women, first responders that may have issues with mental health due to some of the things that they've been a part of, seen, or witnessed. And I got to be honest, a little bit of that slipped in me because I got a lot going on, and that doesn't give me the excuse to just forget about things. And I want to read an email that I got from Tony Riggs. He's a member of the Monster Bass community, and he sent me a really nice email, and he said, hey, Mr. Patry, May's Mental Health Awareness Month. I know you lost a friend to suicide as I lost my brother to it in 2017. I'm sorry for your loss. And I just wanted to thank you for all that you do with Monster Bass Cares, and if there's anything I can do, I will gladly help you. I recently started fishing in September at the age of 57. And I'm really appreciative of the boxes you put together and the care with which you and the Monster Bass community treat one another. And I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of emails from parents talking about their kids, and I get a lot of emails from people within the community. And I read every one of them, and I take the time to respond to every single one of them. And I just want to say thank you to Tony for reminding me that. May is that month. And so for anyone out there that may be struggling in any capacity, please make it a point to reach out to anyone in our community, anyone in the chat. Reach out to me personally. I don't care how big or small or what your issue is. Just know that you've got someone, and we've got you. All right, so we got a great show for you. We got a big reveal, and we're going to talk about a few things. But as you know, I love to celebrate your wins. And we got a few wins this week. And if you don't know what I'm talking about because this is your first time tuning in, or you're listening on Rewind, we give you an opportunity for you to upload a catch that you're proud of to the trophy room. So you can head over to monsterbass.com/PB and upload a catch. We're building out the functionality on that trophy room so that you'll be able to search by lake, by state. You'll be able to see your catch right away up on the trophy room. Because we'd like to think that we're giving you the best baits, the best help, and all the motivation you need and the support within the community so that you too can go out and, catch something that you're proud of. So without further ado, let's jump to the list and let's look at some of these catches because I'm really excited. So the first one we got here is James Reese, 5 pounds, 6 ounces in the great state of Washington. He caught this on a jerk bait. I'm not sure what kind it is, but jerk baits land some big fish, and that's quite the little catch there. So the next one is Garrett Gibbons, 9 pounds, 8 ounces out of Nevada on a Senko. Nice catch. All right, the next one up is Rick Sutherland, 8 pounds, 12 ounces on a topwater. What is that logo at the bottom? I can't see it. Visit. Oh, he must have gotten pretty popular with that catch, and some tourism boards sharing that. Love that. Love that. All right. Next one up, Brandon Berger, 3 pounds, 7 ounces in California out of Texas rig. Isn't it amazing how, like, you can hold a fish? Like, that to me looks way bigger than 3.7, and some of the ones that are 8 pounds look about the same. It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do with the camera. But, man, that's a good-looking fish, too. And he's wearing monster bass. Or is he not? I can't tell. Actually, I think he is.
He is.
All right, good. Up next is Randy Russ, 5 pounds, 3 ounces on a blade bait out of the great state of Texas. And last but not least, Chef Jamie Oliver. No, I'm just kidding. Jamie Oliver sent this in, but this is her husband, Justin. He caught this on South Holston Lake on a Blaze Tackle glide bait. I don't know the weight, probably because I didn't read my emails well enough, but she was kind enough to send that in, and that's quite the little catch. So, hey, congratulations to all the people that we featured this week. And, like I said, if you've got a catch you're proud of, you can upload it to Instagram using hashtag MonsterBassMonday. Or you can head over to our website, monsterbass.com/PB. Upload your catch to the trophy room, and hopefully we'll feature you guys. As always, I want to say thank you to Liquid Death for keeping us hydrated throughout the show. They're our show sponsor, and we want to say thank you to them. I'm not drinking it right now because I'm on a water count. Raphie and I had this idea that we needed to get healthy for our fictitious trip to Kilimanjaro that we may or may not be going on. But either way, we got to track everything that goes into our body. I got to drink a lot of water. So if I get up in the middle of the show and there's this silence, I apologize. All right. What else are we going to talk about today? If we have time, I want to go through some of my favorite spawn baits, and I'm going to invite people to call in and tell me what they think about them. But first, obviously Chris is missing. He's not actually missing. I mean, technically he could be missing. He's fishing Windy Wednesday out in the Delta, and we're not sure how he's doing. Last week they had some boat difficulties, and so today we're, we got some fingers crossed that he's slaying some slaunch donkeys, and I can't believe I just said that. Raphie, I'm sorry. I want to publicly commit to never saying slaunch donkey again. And then everyone in the chat, hold on, I need to go see. I feel like I need to say that to the chat too. Like, I will never say that word again. Donkey, yes. Slaunch, donkey, no. All right. Whew. Man. Raphie's man in the chat, as always. You can win fabulous prizes, impress your friends, loved ones, children of all ages with the prizes that we hand out through some of your appropriate and inappropriate comments. And, whoever Raphie so sees fit will win something special. I'd love to bring back the wheel, but I was told it was a distraction. I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys think. And, we can make a decision there. Can I take the sticker off the hat unless you're going to throw it back on the shelf after the show? Well, yeah, of course I am. I don't wear this hat. I have to have really nice ones. If I wear it out, it's going to start getting dirty. And I got to have nice new ones for the show because, I want you to think like, man, I could look this good too. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and monster bass. It's a brand new hat. I have all my hats that I wear. Trust me. I wore a Grande Bass hoodie last week. I wore a hoodie from, God, what was the other brand? I wore hoodies from these brands that I never wear. I think it was a Nike hoodie. And people were like, where's the monster bass gear? I was like, yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. Anyway, All right. So, you know, when I started this company, I named it Outdoor Playground, right? You know, you set up a legal entity and you got to give it a name. And you know, enough of my friends have started companies where I've seen like, 32467 LLC or, you know, Rick Corp or whatever. And I was like, I don't know about that. I got to come up with something that has some kind of meaning. And so in the back of my head, I thought about like my love for the outdoors and all the things that I like to do. And so I just named the company Outdoor Playground. And in doing that, you know, obviously we created MONSTERBASS. And you know, so we do business as MONSTERBASS. And, you know, we started out as a subscription box company, and that's all we were, right? Each month we're going to send you the best baits for the places you love to fish. We're going to build community. Sorry, Raphie. You know, that's what we set off to build. Then along the way, we decided that we wanted to start, you know, we wanted to build a line of baits. And so we started with our hard baits and moved into tungsten and things like that. And then lo and behold, last year I came up with, you know, this burning desire to add soft plastics to the mix. And so I sent out a whole bunch of, you know, baits in the bags, and I asked you for your feedback, right? And I said that some of these were collaborations, some of them were, you know, I want to see if you like them, and see if you don't like them. And, you know, because making baits is hard. It really is. It's you can throw them in the pool a million times. You can throw them in a pool a million times. And sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. We've all seen it, right? You know, I mean, even with some of the brands that we put in the box, right? You can get lucky and get one that runs true and then find out that 4 out of every 5 don't run true, and you just got the one that did, and then you put it in the box, and then you're like, ugh. Gramps knows what I'm talking about. I don't even know if he's here, but if he was, he'd know. So I started down the path. So I started down the path of soft plastics, and then I started working with a bait designer to design some baits, and this is a long process. You know, I don't know if any of you out there have designed your own baits, but it's hard. Like, it's hard because there are a million designers, some good, some not as good, and they've all got reasons for why they think they should design a bait the way that they want to, and probably most of it comes down to their personal preference. And so when I was trying to design a worm, I mean, we must have gotten 50 samples of shapes and designs that we thought were like, oh, let's throw this. Let's see what the action looks like. And then what it came down to was like, okay, Rick, what's the talk to me about the plastisol? What do you want to put into it? How much salt? How much scent? Which scent? Do you want to do? You know, there are so many questions that that go into making these baits. And when you're at home, just, you know, with a do-it mold and you're just mixing stuff up, that's fine. You're a little creative, and you can build to your heart's content. But you got to do that thousands of times before you're ready to make something that's ready for retail, right? Ready for public consumption. And much like the lunker stick rods, right? Like, God, the lunker stick rods could have been a complete disaster. Had I gone it alone, or had I just trusted like someone I didn't know, like that said that, yeah, I'm a great rod designer, right? Like, I didn't know. And I learned so much through the process, and it was so helpful. And so I took everything from the whole process of creating lunker sticks, and I thought about that when I wanted to design my soft plastic line. Because I want, you know, every time I put something out, I want to put out what I think is the best. And sometimes I'll put something out and I realize that maybe I made a mistake, and I'll be the first to tell you, right? Like, I've got a pattern out there right now that I can't stand. It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad that, like, I just can't get it right. I think I've gotten it right now. And I'm going to correct it because I think it's going to be a really popular pattern. So when it came time for the soft plastics, right, it was like, okay, we've partnered with other people. We've designed some stuff. And in a lot of the designs that we did, that we made samples of, like, we literally, here, I'll show you. Hold on. Hold on. So, like, a lot of the designs that we did, so for every single one of them, okay, like, they would make us a mold for one, just so that I could make samples. And we would play with this. We would, I mean, I can't tell you how many of these that I have of different shapes and different samples. And at the end of the day, I don't throw enough baits on the water. I don't spend enough time on the water because I'm running a bait company to notice the subtle differences between 10 different versions of this bait that are so small that I could make a decision. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this. There's a line on here, right? That's where we ultimately decided we had to make a change in the tail. Like, on the final version, we had to make a change on the tail. And so I started thinking about it. I was like, well, this is ridiculous. I'm never going to be really good at this. And so I started looking at the feedback that everyone gave me on the baits that we put out the door. And there was one common theme. Either it was all positive or it was all negative. And it wasn't like, it wasn't like half the people liked this pen and half the people didn't. It was either 98% of the people liked this pen or 98% of the people hated this pen. And so with the ones that you guys liked, I was like, okay, we're on to something here. And so rather than me try and build a line of baits, right? Because when you think about a line of baits, you got to have like 10, you could have 10 to 20 shapes, 8 colors of each. I mean, for us to perfect that is going to take quite an undertaking. And so here's what we did. Rather than continue to try and build out our line of shapes, I figured we should just go buy somebody. And I came up with a list of 6 brands. 5 brands. And then I spoke to the buyer at Tackle Warehouse. And he solidified it for me. I think Raphie was on the call. Raphie, are you here?
I'm here.
Were you on that call with me?
I haven't been listening, Rick. I've been in the chat. What call? What call was I supposed to be on?
The call with the buyer at Tackle Warehouse.
Which call with the buyer at Tackle Warehouse?
Where he gave us his feedback on the brand.
Oh. No, I wasn't on that call.
Oh.
I remember you telling me about that call.
Okay. I'm sorry, Raphie. That was rude of me.
It's all right. I was on other calls.
Okay. All right. Back to the chat.
Bye.
So anyway, I started, I asked the buyer at Tackle Warehouse about these brands, and he's like, listen, he goes, I can fish with any bait I want on the planet. And one of the brands that you're mentioning, I fish with on a regular basis because I think it's a great bait. The problem with that company is they never have the inventory. And so half the time they're sold out on our site, and then we got to wait 2 months. And so then I was like, I'm like, you really love these baits? He's like, yeah. And so then I called another retailer, and they said the same thing. And so rather than go out and me try and cut my chops as a bait designer or partner with somebody else, we just went out and bought somebody. And so I'm really excited to share with you guys that we purchased Grande Bass. And yeah. And so Grande Bass has been around since 2005, making baits out of the great state of Texas. They are responsible for 18 confirmed share lunkers that I can confirm. And we have decided that we are, in taking over the company, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we don't make any changes to the baits. Because every person I talked to, every store owner said, these are some of the best soft plastics out there. The guy just never has them in stock. And so we're not making a change to the formula. We're not making a change to anything at all. Not the bags, nothing. The only thing we're going to do is guarantee inventory. And we made one phone call to, can I say the company that you pumped in the PO for today, Raphie?
Yeah.
Okay. So Raphie made one call with the help of, you can leave him on the screen. Yeah, I want to see Raphie's face. It makes me, there you go. Raphie called Jeremy Francis, Fishing the Lone Star, and said, hey, would you go talk to the buyer at Shields and get us an introduction? And he got us an introduction, and literally on that call, he's like, I would love to carry the entire line. We're going to give you an end cap. And as long as you've got inventory, that's all I care about, because you guys have great products that just people can't seem to keep in stock. And so...
and then he called us handsome.
And so then we called the biggest distributor, one of the biggest, number one, number two distributor in the country, and said, hey, we just bought this brand. We understand you used to have a previous relationship with them. And they're like, yeah, but you guys have no inventory. I said, no. I said, I just placed an order for like 2 years worth of inventory. And obviously we know we're going to burn through it way quicker, but I wanted to go to project based upon last year. So, and so we did that. And so we have literally, so we purchased Grande Bass, and here's what's unique about it. I'm going to pull up some baits. Grande Bass has been making baits in Texas since 2005. Small family-run business. And what's unique about their baits, and you look at this shape. Fixie, I don't know if we can zoom in on this, or right? I want you to think about the baits you see today, like G-Crack and everything else. These guys were one of the very first to start having all those ribbed body parts that you're starting to see, the pronounced ribbed body parts. And what's really unique about the baits is the air tail. The air tail is unique with a bunch of their baits. And what this is, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. You can see the hole in there, right? So when all other baits, when you have that on a hook and all other baits are just going to go like this in the water, the air tail is going to help it stand. It's going to stand straight up, and that water, it's going to give it natural swaying action, and it gives you something to put a glass bead in. So I'm going to show you this. I don't know if you guys can see this. So you got your glass rattle, and you can just stick that glass rattle right into the end. And now every time you fish that, you shake it, it's going to give you extra sound that other baits can't give you, right? Other baits you can stick it in like with a nail weight and create the hole and then pop it in. But what's sick about Grande Bass is they've got the air tail in here. And they've got a couple different baits that are really unique on the market. This is the Airtail Rattler. And we'll talk a little bit more about the Airtail Rattler later on. But another bait that really put them on let me see. I got them here. As you can imagine, I've got them all here. Question is which one, and had I done my job, they'd be sitting out here. All right, here you go. The bait that really put them on the planet, no, God, is the Airtail Rattler, is the Rattler. Where is it? Here it is. I found it. It's the rattlesnake. And you probably saw this in one of the Monster Bass boxes because we were checking it out. You can fish this thing a million different ways, and the action on it is ridiculous. The action on it is ridiculous. And we were talking with one of the retailers, Rick Wallace, down in Texas, and he's like, Rick, he goes, this is probably one of the most underrated smallmouth bass baits that there is.
Can't drop his name and not plug your store.
Anglers Pro Tackle out of Texas. We love Rick Wallace. He's been helping us along the way, giving us all the guidance, and we also want to thank the folks over at Texas Fishing Forum for helping us out. They've been super helpful and letting us know as we've taken over the company quietly, like, what are the things we need to work on, as we take over from the previous owner. And so it's been really great. So that's your big reveal. We took the company and we didn't tell anyone about it because we wanted to make sure we had inventory. We've got 8 out of the 10 baits in. The other 2 are just being bagged, and then they'll be sent over. And you can check them all out at Tackle Warehouse. You can check them out at Anglers Pro Tackle, Shields. You can check them out. They're sold at over 100 different retailers around the country. Actually, I don't know the number. I shouldn't say the number because I don't actually know. But we're building a store locator on the website. Now, here's where you're going to get to benefit. And then we're going to talk to some people because we sent some of these baits out to people. And we're going to get some feedback. We're going to let people tell you what their thoughts were on the baits that we put out there. So, with that being said, so here's what I'm going to do for you guys. In the May box, you are going to receive what I think is the most underrated chatterbait trailer on the market today. And, there used to be a bait that came out about 3 years after this bait. Yamamoto made a bait that was very similar. And it is the guys on the Delta scooped them all up at the end. And they've been using these as chatterbait trailers. And Mr. Wishiwazfishin was like, send me some of these baits. I want to try them out. And I kid you not, I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that he caught. Hopefully we'll get him to call in. But that is one underrated chatterbait trailer. And so in the May box, I am hooking you guys up. And had I known I was going to buy this company, I would have planned ahead and had a chatterbait in there so that could have been the trailer, but I didn't know. There's a million ways to fish that, but you are going to get a limited edition color of the Airtail Rattler, okay? And what I mean by limited edition, it's a color that we're not selling in retail. It's a color that you won't be able to buy on the website. We're only selling, and we only made enough for the box. And so my commitment to you is this. I'm going to introduce you to the brand as a box subscriber. And probably every other month, I'm going to give you, easy, every other month for the remainder of the year, I'm going to include a bag of Grande Bass baits. And every single one of them will be a limited edition color, meaning you're the only ones on the planet that are going to have them. Not our retailers, not our online store, just you guys. Okay? So it's my way of saying I want to introduce something that I'm really excited about and proud of to you while giving you something that no one else can have. Because I firmly believe that the feedback that I received, all the phone calls that we made, all overwhelmingly talked about these baits being like just ridiculous. I mean, I can't tell you since we turned on the website, the number of people buying the baits off our website, even though like we don't want to compete with our retail partners. So we made our prices a little higher than everybody else because we want you to go to Tackle Warehouse. We want you to go somewhere to support our partners like Anglers Pro Tackle. We want you to support small business, and that's why we're putting up a store locator. But you would not be you'd be shocked at the number of people that are coming to the website, even at a higher price, and buying 20 bags, 50 bags at a time. It's insane. It's insane.
Thanks,
so, yeah, I think Monster Bass just won the chat, folks. So congratulations to Raphie. If you want to pay more, check out grandebass.com. It's only like 50 cents more, but listen, at the end of the day, look, we're using premium plastisol. We're not changing anything about this stuff. We want to continue to make the greatest soft plastics that there are. I'm open to all your feedback, and here's what we're going to also do. We're going to start focusing on 2025 already because we've got a few holes in the lineup that we want to plug. And we're going to start putting out more soft plastics in Monster Bass bags for you guys to test. And then you're going to help us determine whether or not they make it under the Grande Bass brand. Because I don't need to make a line of soft plastics for Monster Bass. Because we went out and we acquired what we think are the best soft plastics that there are. And so I'm not going to try and compete with that. And I'm not getting rid of the Grande Bass brand because it's got cachet. It's been around since 2005. And, the number of tournament anglers that tell me they're like, hey, just want you to know I fish with your product all the time. Are you interested in potentially sponsoring me? We're not even there yet. We just took over the company. But there's a ton of tournament anglers that fish with these on a regular basis, and they don't even tell us. Or I'm sorry, they don't even tell you because, right, they're sponsored by someone else. And so it's pretty interesting. I'm learning a lot. And so one of the things I'd love to do also is bring on Raphie, because here's the thing. I'm busy enough trying to run one company. I can't run two. And so Raphie is going to run Grande Bass. And so I'm really excited because I can't think of a better person to put this brand in someone's hands than Raphie.
I was so glad you didn't say out of its misery.
Yeah. And so with that, Raphie, I know you've got a couple ideas. Wait a minute, we just got a thumbs down. You know what?
Who gave me a thumbs down?
This is unbelievable.
It's pelican bone for sure.
Probably. So, yes.
Well, now it's not special.
Yeah.
We have a thumbs down.
All right. Get Raphie off the screen. He ruined it. Yeah. All right. We had a great show. And, yeah. Anyway, we are going to, well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let Raphie tell you.
That's it? That's the whole wind-up?
Raphie, so what are some of the things that we're going to do to start putting out the Grande Bass name?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the good news is that for everyone who's familiar with Monster Bass and everyone who knows me, you know that I can't fish. So I'm not going to be out there leading the charge. I need other people to be out there leading the charge. And I had this idea that Rick said no to. So I'm going to share it on the live and commit to pushing it through anyway. And I'm creating, and I feel okay calling it this for right now, even though I'm sharing it publicly, but I'm creating something called the Grande Bass Secret VIP Club. And outside of this live, I'm not going to mention it anymore. And there's no real way to get on it. And then you also might get kicked off of it. And the Grande Bass Secret VIP Club is limited to 50 people, 50. And what I'm going to do is every month, I'm going to send out 2 identical bags of baits, the same bait, the same color, the same everything to all 50 people. And the only criteria to stay in good standing for the Grande Bass Secret VIP Club is you need to use one bag and you need to give away the other one. Because I think that like the way that we're going to grow this brand is twofold. Number one is getting baits into your hands so that you could fish with them. You're excited about them. You feel comfortable with them. The other is requesting them at your local retail store. So I want to do my part and send baits out within reason to as many people as I can, limited to 50. And the thing that I ask in return, I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how often you fish. The thing that I ask in return is, number one, you post once a month featuring the product. It could be a fish catch. It could be absolutely anything. And tag Grande Bass. And then you ask the person that you gave the other product to do the same thing, to tag you and to tag Grande Bass so that I could track who is, who's part of this club and who's really kind of participating versus who's just getting 2 free baits every month. And so for right now, the only way to get on this club is to email me, and to email me at my new email address. It's Raphie, Raphie, at outdoorplayground.com. And just put in the header, Grande Bass VIP Club. Send me your name, your address, your email address, your phone number. And the first 50 people who send me this email are in the secret club. And no one else can get in until somebody else gets booted off. That's the first idea.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone in the chat loves it because nobody's manning the chat right now because I'm just busy.
No,
talking.
I'm on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everyone feeling about that? My email is not going crazy. Oh, actually, never mind. My email is kind of going crazy right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Did you get mine? It's got naked pics.
Hold on. Oh, of you?
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but I was so
Thank you.
excited for you to see them.
Yeah, good work.
They're called Rick's pics.
Yeah. Send me a Rick pic.
Yeah.
Unsolicited Rick's pic.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm really, really excited about this. I mean, because the opportunity to like make soft plastics came, and we could have gone out and made it ourselves, and I'm sure we would have put out something with like, I'm sure I would have put it out and there would have been 1,000 complaints. Oh, your color sucks, or the plastisol's garbage, or the shape has no action. I'm so grateful that we had the opportunity to get a brand that's been around since 2005, and that already has a retail footprint, that already has, credibility, share lunkers, a following. And quite honestly, I think that the only challenge this brand had was when they decided to when manufacturing became a challenge. And so I think as long as we keep manufacturing consistent, the quality, the level that we've come to expect, and always have inventory, I don't see how we can fail. And then I think we can continue to evolve and bring out some great shapes next year, add to the mix. I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah, I can't believe that you made it happen in the way that you did, right? It just seemed to be like the perfect crossroads. Because Rick is like, I'm the wise ass, and Rick is the guy saying that's a little too much. But when it comes to like vision for the company, when it comes to growth, Rick is the guy who is like 9 steps ahead and looking at the horizon. And I'm always the one who's like, you know what, maybe we should be a little bit more conservative and pull back. And so Yeah, when you shared Grande Bass and I started to dig in and spoke to the old owner, I mean, that was the thing. Like, it wasn't for you. It was a conversation with the buyer over at Tackle Warehouse. For me, it was the conversation with the former owner of Grande Bass, because when he put his company up for sale, we weren't the only game in town. We weren't the only people that saw the value of that, and he told me what his concerns were, and he knew that he was falling down on manufacturing. He knew that he was falling down on getting the product out to the market. And one of the things that he wanted us to commit to up front, which of course we did, was that we were going to maintain the integrity of the brand, maintain the integrity of the product. Like this for the last, 17 years, this was his baby. And he just didn't have time to nurture his baby anymore. And that was when I thought, hey, we might be really onto something, because this isn't like a money grab. This isn't an exit. This is just somebody who needs help and is looking for the right person that's going to bring the brand that he started to the next level. And I couldn't be more excited with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and quite honestly, I think we got pretty lucky too, because, I mean,
you have one lucky tackle box, Rick. I'm telling you.
I mean, we've watched GSM scoop up companies, and they were in the mix, and so I feel very fortunate that we were able to scoop up this company, and I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to share the brand with you guys, and like I said, we're gonna get in to do so. I'm not going to force feed it to you, but I'm going to give you one like every other month or so, but it'll always be a limited edition color, something that you can't get somewhere else. And if you guys absolutely love it, maybe we'll end up making it and bringing it into the mix in the future, but it won't be a real-time thing.
Ooh. Yeah, we got a lot of emails, by the way. I gotta go through it. We are less than 50, so everyone that I call out, you're in. Everyone that sent one right now, you're in. Brian Rand, Heather Cummings, John Hickman, Jeremy Hickman, Lee Sutton, Brandon Landry, Adam Lacey. Oh, Chaplain Cap. I'm excited. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the trust and support. Unlike James, who does not trust me at all, but is winning the chat with his honesty.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Why doesn't James trust you?
I have no idea, but he was very open about not trusting me, which gives me an opportunity to earn his trust, right? If he just thought it and didn't post it, then how can I ever have the opportunity?
Yeah. And wait, have a MB Picks line. What does that mean? I also want to say one other thing. I'm not done shopping. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'm not done shopping. We'll see.
By the way, we don't have an MB Picks line. I can't believe I'm saying this now because it's so undercooked.
Uh-oh.
We don't have an MB Picks line, but we do have a Grande Bass Goat line, because so many people have started to come out of the woodwork and tell me what they really like about Grande Bass, or like that thing that they caught when no one else could catch it with Grande Bass. So I have this idea, right? Because marketing is expensive, and I'd rather just us put all of our time and effort into customer service and customer support, like Monster Bass, into manufacturing, into distribution, and into just putting the baits in people's hands. But I did create something called the Grande Bass Goat Line, which is a number that I'm going to post to our Instagram that you can call in, and it's always going to go direct to voicemail, where you could leave a message about any. You know what? Maybe I should.
I'll just do it.
Let me call it. How do I make a call on this thing? Rick, talk for a second.
Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Thanks. How do I make a call?
Yeah. I'll start calling. Northern Lights T.
Outbound call. Got it.
B.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready, because I need to unmute it.
424 419 5009 is the Grande Bass goat line. All right, Fix, you can unmute it. Let's see if this works.
Wait a minute, Raphie didn't send out a text today.
Yeah, I did.
You need to switch it to.
Oh, come on.
Hang up and try it again.
All right, I got to try this again.
Message with your Grande Bass story for a chat.
I'm ruining the whole thing.
Oh my
All
God!
right, let me call it right
Raphie.
back. Here we go.
Maybe James is right.
James is
Thank
right.
you for calling the Grande Bass Goat Line. Do you think Grande Bass makes the greatest soft plastic lures of all time? We want to hear about it. Leave a message with your Grande Bass story for a chance to be featured on our Instagram. And yeah, you can make it weird.
Weirder.
Yeah, so that's by the way, I know I've never spoken to Pimpaw Fishing, but that's how like I hear his voice in my head. So sorry, I know you're in the chat. I don't know if that's accurate or an insult, but I feel like it's a compliment.
I'd like to know who Fishing with Gramps thinks should be making this voicemail message.
All right, well, yeah, who should be?
Yeah.
Now this is great. Now our podcast is dedicated to you and I watching the chat, waiting for
I know, right?
Gramps to type something.
Yeah. And he's a Gramps, so it's going to be slow, so it's going to take a long time. Oh, my God, Mr. Gambit.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Hello.
Oh, my God, that would be so funny. All right, let's take, let's give, we sent some of these baits out to a few people, and can we call up Mikey Balls?
Yeah.
I mean, will he answer?
I got to figure out how to do an outbound call again. I don't know if he's going to answer or not. Let's see.
Okay. So, anyways, all right. Also, since we're waiting to see if he's going to come through, I'm going to give you guys a code. So you can
hold the code. Let's see.
Why do I got to hold the code?
We should be ringing, right?
I don't.
How come it's not ringing, Fix?
It's ringing.
Oh.
It says it here. Call it. It doesn't make a ringing noise.
Oh, I thought it was going to make a ringing.
Yeah, Raphie.
Oh. What's up, Mikey? How do you know it was me?
Because you said you were going to call me from the 323 number for the meeting thing.
Oh, yeah. It's not a meeting. It's Monster Bass Live, and the way that you just introduced yourself on air is by saying, "Hey, Raphie." What's up, Mikey? You can say hi to Rick. He's here
God,
too.
I'm
It's his
live?
show. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Am I live?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
live.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to do this whole, like, hey, guys, how you doing today? This is Mike from Wisconsin just calling in, but now.
Okay. I'll call you back. I'll call you
I
back.
didn't know you were
No.
Yeah.
I'll call you back. I'll call you back.
Yeah. No, hang up on him.
I did.
All right, call him back. God, this is we just lost 5 people.
Yeah.
5 people because of this whole thing. Now we lost 12. I'm just kidding. We gained 38 when Mikey Balls stepped on because they know.
Oh, hey, guys, how you doing there?
Yeah. Who's this now?
Oh, this is Mike from up in Minocqua up there, yeah. Hey.
And I got nothing. I wasn't ready for this. I was so much more comfortable when you just said, "Hey, Raphie."
What are you doing? Are you doing the old figure 8 with your fishing pole?
Oh, yeah, spoon plugging around, a little bucktail over here, too. Maybe we follow up with a sucker or something on a little live rig,
Oh, maybe catch some pickerel.
That's pickerel.
I don't know.
Jesus, Raphie, come on.
Wait, that's right. Oh,
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry, Mikey. I apologize for Raphie and his indiscretions.
Yeah, it's all good, Rick. I mean, we know how he is, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
everybody knows how I is.
So first of all, I want to I want everyone to know we are in the presence of royalty. I wish we had the picture up.
No,
you.
our magazine cover girl.
Yeah. Is there any way can we?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Here. Hold on. Let's try and put this on the screen, Fixie. Can we? Is there any way to do this? Look at this guy. Oh my
Yeah, you
god.
put me up in like a Speedo
Dude,
or something like that.
This
Oh,
is
I
like
wish.
going right in the spank bank. Look at this.
By,
Oh god.
Spank
Listen,
Bank,
I
by the
didn't
way,
say
is a
it, bro.
great alternative term for live well.
Oh,
Yeah. God, look at that.
I see we're being family friendly right off the
No,
bat.
that's it. That's it.
Nice.
As it came out of my mouth, I realized.
Oh, again?
All right.
Just stop talking,
Bring this
Rick.
out of you, bro.
Now I gotta switch it.
Okay.
Bring this out of you.
So, yeah, there you go. Look at that. How big was that fish, by the way?
That one was 11.39, I believe.
I hate him.
Wow.
And actually caught on a lunker. Dude, you want to hear some crazy stuff?
Please.
It was actually caught on a lunker sticks, 7-foot medium light spinning rod, dude.
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah,
I don't
doubly bent over.
I don't appreciate you mentioning the competition on the Grande Bass show.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, so Mikey, we sent you some of these baits. Did you get a chance to use them, or did we just waste a phone call on someone that hasn't fished with them yet?
Oh, Rick. I mean, you get right to it. I mean, you could just kind of, rub the balls a little bit before you dive right in. Unbelievable, dude.
This is my version of my
it.
version of foreplay.
No, I got 'em,
we just
and,
gained
what's
3
going on-
viewers.
Did you really?
Yeah, I don't understand
You
this
had me on
market.
more often.
I don't understand fishing at all.
All right, so
Yeah, I got the baits, dude. They're kind of badass. And so here's what's going on. I'll give you a quick one too. So I was on Gunnersville today. It's like 88 degrees outside. Obviously, summer fishing, ledge fishing is kicking up. So what I'm kind of excited about doing with them is we do Nico rigging and then a lot of Carolina rigging after, throw the crankbait and do like the power fishing kind of stuff. And what's kind of cool with those deals is I don't like using the elastic style baits because I don't like the way they feel. I don't like hooking them and all that, but I still want to get some of that floating action out of it. And the air bubbles in the tails on my Nico rig or on a Carolina rig to float stuff up is kind of badass, dude. So I kind of like them. And then a little under the radar thing, I'm going to actually do a video on it. I've been playing around with, you guys know what bait fuel is, right?
yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I got this injector. It actually looks like a smack needle. It's terrible.
Okay.
I mean, it looks pretty serious. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to inject
The
that
tail.
bait fuel into the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to fill it up and see if it kind of distributes. The problem is I think it's probably going to screw up the floating thing, I'm going to test one this weekend and see what happens. But I figure it'd be kind of cool for, those slow presentations when you're sitting there with it dangling in front of their face and you want
Totally.
to trigger them.
Totally. Yeah.
I'm
It's been a
watching.
success.
I'm watching through the chat right now. Sorry, Matt Brown was so excited about this announcement that he actually had Monster Bass Live on his in his living room playing in front of his kids, and then he started to put it in the chat.
Oh, that poor guy. Oh, God. Or those poor kids, I guess I should say.
Sorry, Matt and family, but this might be a good time to talk to your children about their changes that they're
About
experiencing.
Monster Bass. Talk to your children about Monster Bass.
Yeah. Do you have Poquito Bass? Do you have trouble with your soft plastics?
Oh, my God.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah. Oof.
All right.
What do you guys
Carry on.
You sound like you're pretty riled up here.
We are really excited about this. I mean, it's not every day that a guy that we get to acquire a brand that's already in Tackle Warehouse and retailers across the country and scoop it up from the big guys.
It's kind of cool stuff, man, because a lot of stuff is generic, you know what
Sure.
I mean? And, granted, some of the bait designs are pretty standardized, but, the airtail thing, on the stick-style bait,
Yeah.
it's still a stick-style bait, but then you get that kind of, meaty little puff-out tail. Like it's got its own little signature to it, which is kind of cool. And that beavery looking thing, what the hell is that one called? The one with all the, you sent me one. Let me see if I got it laying around.
This one?
It's got like, because I'm watching right now. I'm on the phone, bro. Like, unbelievable. Yeah, no, the one, where is it? Oh, I don't know what it's called. You guys
The rattlesnake.
You guys own the brand.
The rattlesnake.
The Airtail Rattler. Yeah.
That's the one I've been.
That one's kind of cool. So,
Yeah. You need to throw that.
That's not the Airtail Rattler.
Yeah, yeah. You need to put that on a chatterbait.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. 100%. I'm telling
Really?
you. I'm telling you. Try it. The guys on the Delta. I'm gonna find the name of it. They all used to use this bait. I can't remember what it was called, but there was this one bait
Not
from
the zipper worm.
Nope, there was this one bait from Yamamoto that came out like 2 years after these guys came out with it, and all the guys on the Delta. Can you show that picture? The Fixie, the second one of Mr. Wishing I Was Fishing, so that everyone at home can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, all the guys up in the Delta throw it on the back of a chatterbait as a trailer, and it gives it this crazy action. And he took out we sent him a pack, and he was just nailing them on the back of the.
You know what? I can kind of see that. I'll try. You know, when I go back down to Florida, I'm going to try that because we like putting like a bulky trailer on the back like that to float up the chatterbait. And like that straight still is. I don't like things that kick a whole bunch on the trailer on the chatterbait. I want it to just like, what do you call it? Like add to the action versus like
become the
what's
action.
the right word? Complement the action.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like straight, but it's like bulky. Thanks for the word, Rick. Yeah. No, I will give that a try. That's actually kind of cool. Right now, I'm a worm guy though, dude, because everything's like offshore. And it's either freaking crankbait, big spoon, or dangle wizard, and that's when those things come in. So Carolina rig.
Yeah.
Getting all excited when I said dangle.
No, he heard big spoon.
Actually, I'm just reading. I'm reading Kaylee Catch's comment, which is my customer was looking at me strange, asking me what I was listening to, and I said soft bait porn for monster bass. Don't worry, it's a fishing thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
I like it. That should be a meme, dude.
maybe
Should be our next ad.
so. Mikey, you catch a lot of baits.
No.
What?
He
A
catches
lot of bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
A
lot of bass.
The other B word.
Rick, you got it all backwards. I don't know how you've been in business this long.
I like when you guys call me.
Yeah. I would love. Actually, I don't run the brand, so I can't do this. I would love.
Who runs the brand?
Raphie. So Raphie runs Grande Bass.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Isn't that just a disaster?
Oh
No.
my God, it's going to crash and burn. I better get the hole I can. Oh my God.
No.
By the way,
you
you
are the freaking like the CEO of Grande
Yes,
Bass.
and it is the most genius move ever to create, because like marketing 101 is create urgency, right? So it's like, guys, I don't know how long this is going to last.
No. This is going on forever.
I'm seriously going to order some more of those stick baits, dude, because I freaking smoked them on it, and I need them for the next 2 months.
I got you.
You got
Yeah.
Set them aside now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
All right, so Mikey, I know that you have a long-standing relationship with Gambler, and I respect that.
I do.
I know. And
I don't like the direction this is going.
but if we have, I'd like for Raphie to send you the baits, and then I would love for you to pick one of them, and then tell me like what color you want it made in, and I'd love to make a limited edition color that doesn't compete. You know, obviously it's in a shape that doesn't compete with Gambler, but I'd love to put it in the box 1 month. The limited edition color, and have you tell everyone how to fish this thing.
That'd be badass, dude. No, I'm down for that. And I think I got kind of an idea of what I'd like to do. Can you guys do laminates in that thing or no?
Yeah, of course. I can do 2 and 3 color.
Sweet. Yeah, I got an idea of a little something that I like to do, because there's like this specific color, especially on the, like if you got like clear to like semi-clear, but like that green style water, you know, that you see a lot up north and then throughout like the southeast on like the TVA, Gunnersville and all that. There's a little tweak. It's a classic color, but you make a little tweak to it, and it's badass. So yeah, I'd totally be down with that.
All right, breaking news. Hold on, Mikey.
Hold on.
We got someone on the water. Bring them on. Breaking news. Oh my God. Who's that? Is that Chauncey?
Look.
Oh.
Literally fell out of its mouth. Guess what bait that is?
What is it?
That is that Grande Bass, man.
Which
there.
bait? The airtail. It's the airtail stick.
It has purple flake
I
in
like
it,
that one.
purple and green flake.
Yeah.
I literally just caught this right now.
Woo. I love
I
that.
just
Good
missed
work.
one.
Made me look
While you
bad,
guys
bro.
were talking, I missed a 6-pounder bigger than this one.
Oof.
Not the bait's fault. I blame your hooks.
Look at this beauty. It's about 3.5, 4 pounds right here.
Love it. Nice. Are you in the boat or the kayak?
I'm in the boat right now. Let me get some water through his gills.
All right. We are live on some unknown lake that has cows in the trees.
I bet it's Belton, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, it's Stillhouse Lake.
All right, so we're live. We went live to breaking news with Chauncey out on the water fishing the baits that we just sent them. What are your thoughts on the baits? Besides the fact that you caught
Look
this,
at that belly.
yeah,
No. It's about the baits.
yeah. Tell us about the.
Tell us about the baits.
What do you
We-
think?
We see the fish. It's beautiful.
All right. So I'm gonna let her go. So
Let her
she
go.
goes
Let her go.
away.
Don't let the bait go.
Here she
Keep the
is.
bait.
Yeah, let her go.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll put them on.
All right, guys.
Let her go.
Mwah.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
Good work, Fix.
I'm sure if my wife is watching, she won't kiss me tonight.
And that's different from yesterday. How?
Oh,
Oh man.
Matt
Man,
just
you
brought
had
the
to go
computer back into the living room.
I'm just kidding. All right, so the bait that you've got in your hand, I got the wrong color, but let me see. I've got the bait that he has right here. Hold on.
All right.
All right, so here's the bait. This is the Airtail shaky stick.
Here it is.
Yep.
Yep.
So I got it up on the screen,
Airtail
Chauncey.
shaking strong.
Yep.
Yep.
There must be a delay.
And so it's like it's a Senko, but again, it's got the Airtail that you can put scent into it. You can put a rattler in it, a glass rattle. So this gives you the benefit of just being a Senko just like everyone else, but the benefits of the Airtail. And that Airtail is going to give you a different presentation. It's going to give you different movement. And you just saw Chauncey land a
Look at that.
3 or 4
He
pounder.
hit it so hard, it ripped it.
Well, Chauncey,
He
now
totally
you're
out of the hook.
Okay.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
What is he saying?
He said that
He hit it so hard that it ripped it and pulled the hook completely out of it. It hit it so hard.
Oh man.
good thing you got a couple packs of those things.
Yeah. Terrible quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
So for everyone watching, in the June box, I'm going to give you a oh, wait. Did I say the May or the June?
I don't know.
Oh.
Fix. Rewind it.
No.
Take it to the tape.
Sorry. The June box is going to have a limited edition color of the Airtail shaky stick. The Airtail Rattler's in a different one. So there
I
you
do
have it.
like that purple flake in it. That purple flake is pretty unique with that green flake in it too.
Amazing. Amazing.
Mikey, I already came up with the name for our collaboration.
Fire away.
Grande Bass Airballs.
Hey, you want me to show everybody a trick I do?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so using a monster bass weight right there, of course, because they're always sold out, right? Rick. Anyways, so here's the tungsten weight, and what I do is I put a clacker just like I would on a Carolina rig. So when it slides up and down, when it's Texas rigged like this, when I hop it, it clacks like that, just like a Carolina rig. Give it some noise. So
I love that.
I don't know if you see that? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we see it.
That's a little secret for everyone watching.
Well, thanks a lot, man. All right, we're going to let you go back to fishing because we don't want to interrupt it. And
Sounds good.
And if we have breaking news, we'll cut back again. Thanks so much for coming on, and I hope you keep catching.
All right, I appreciate it. I'll let you know if I catch another one.
All right, and I'm going to call your wife and put in a few good words for you, so you'll be good when you get home.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Bye. All right, that was Chauncey, and there you go. So hopefully he'll catch a few more things, but my apologies that I was showing you the wrong bait that was coming in the June box, but don't worry. This one's coming too. This one's one of my favorites. All right. I want to be respectful of time. Is there anything else that you wanted to say to Mikey that you haven't been able to say since he's been avoiding all your calls?
No. He actually started taking my calls once word got out that we had Grande Bass.
Okay.
Yeah. And
you're the CEO, dude.
And he specifically wanted to join us on our live to talk about how he's not catching fish with them, unlike Chauncey.
It's so not true. It's so not true. Why are you being so hateful, Raphie? You're wrecking the brand, and you're being hateful to me.
It's all this power. Like, I'm not going to have it for very long, so I need to CEO flex. This is my C-suite attitude.
Absolute power corrupt. I don't know if I liked you with all this power, dude. You were such a nice guy. You were so good, so pure. And
it was all a front, Mikey. I finally got to where I needed to be.
Oh, my goodness.
Now your true self could come out. Oh, my God.
Whew. God, it was exhausting pretending to be that nerd.
Well, if I may, Raphie.
Look out, Rick.
Yeah.
Look out.
Yeah. I'd also like to add that Grande Bass is available besides Anglers Pro Tackle. You got Brownwood Market, Calendar Lake Store, Creekside Sports, Denison Tackle Best, East Texas Sonar, Elm Creek RV and Campgrounds, Fisherman's One Stop, Field and Stream. I thought Field and Stream went out of business. Anyway, Fix and Feed, Gibson's Discount Center, Higginbotham's, Lake Fork Marina, Lake Limestone, Carlin's Tackle, Minnow Bucket Marina, Star Mart, Tackle Depot, Throw It Again, Tackle, Tommy's Tackle Shop. I could go on, but I just want to give a shout out to some of those people because those people have been around since I think 2005. So just a little.
Yeah, the support is real. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. And thank you, Mikey.
Yes,
Mikey.
thank you guys.
No.
You guys.
Thank you, Mikey.
Love that.
It's so over the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really. Thank you. Really. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, really.
God, there you go flexing again. I don't like it. I'm going to stop answering your calls again, Raphie. I don't like this part of you.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right. I guess you're going to, I guess I'll
It's all right. I'm going to hire Rick, and
I'm
his
gonna need
one
some
job
bait,
is going to
though,
be to call
before
you.
I love it. All right. Listen, Mikey, I don't want to keep you too long from the dog and from
Bikini Girl.
Yeah.
But thank you, Mikey, for calling in.
Some stuff to do.
Yeah.
Well, hey, freaking, I always got to report to the boss, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So
I like
No,
that.
but hey, I got a camera guy coming actually this weekend, so I'm kind of fired up because these fish are moving out to the ledges. So I'm hoping, and you will see next week if I have some pretty epic pictures and some epic videos for you with some of those Grande Bass stuff. It should be kind of cool.
amazing. Yeah, and if you want, I can come down and put on a crankbait clinic and teach everyone how to fish ledges without. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah.
We did that once, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Didn't we do that
Yeah,
once? Rick?
didn't you call him the crankbait sprinter because he'll crank really hard and then he'll just get tie and sit down and hold his spinning arm?
Wow. All right. Thanks, man.
You're getting kind of hurtful, Raphie.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
sorry. It was fun while it lasted. Everyone, this is my last day, my last show.
The shareholders are going to come in and vote you out, dude.
Yeah.
You're pretty done.
I just got a text message. Emergency shareholder meeting.
Yeah.
So.
It's run by James. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't trust Raphie.
Oh God. All right, man. We will let you go back to your secret life, and
Live in secret.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank-
that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
I'm not telling anybody about it.
Don't
All
tell
right.
anyone.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, gentlemen.
All right.
I'll
Bye.
catch up with you
Thanks,
later.
Mikey.
All right. Well, that was great.
We have another caller.
We do.
We do.
Who?
He's a caller who sent in a pic of him catching a bass with Grande Bass from the bank.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah. Let me
Let's
patch
go.
him in.
Let's go for it.
But first, we owe this caller an apology for
Oh.
teaching his children about grown-up content.
We have to remember that.
Right.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah, I remember. I reminded my wife that we were dealing with PG. We definitely didn't cross too many lines. We're okay.
I'd like to apologize to your wife, too.
So, dude, I am so excited. I got to obviously not put the boat in today. We're dealing with in Northeast Oklahoma tornadoes again for the 11th day in a row. It feels like, and it's a little extra windy outside, so we got to go just fish a pond. And yeah, I mean. I get the allure, and honestly, I didn't think about the chatterbait until you mentioned it. But I fished 30 baits that look just like this on a chatterbait, so that is, I don't know why I didn't think about it immediately just looking at it on the Airtel Rattler.
Hey, Matt, that's not the best endorsement for us. I fished 30 baits that look just like this.
Well,
You heard it here first, everyone.
not really 30 baits, but you know what I mean. I fish several baits that have that profile in the water.
I know.
And
I'm
that
just
bigger,
messing with
heavier profile that kind of lifts your jig head up a touch. Oh, you have my picture up. Awesome. Yeah, no, that was super fun. So I've never fished an airtail until today. And in all honesty, I've fished it a handful of different ways, and it was spectacular today. I fished Texas rig on a couple different baits like he was showing. The stick, I actually fished a Texas rig, the airtail stick, and then I got to throw, actually, the baby rattlesnake that you sent me is probably my new go-to Ned bait no matter what. Legitimately, I'm almost down to half a pack, Raphie. That's how they ate them up, and I don't know. I've had a bunch of baits that are little Ned rig baits that aren't Z-Man in the past, and you go through them so stinking fast. And I mean, I was catching 3, 4, 5 fish per bait on this too. So it was like having a Ned rig bait that held up, having it where I could pull a hook through a few times before I just absolutely ripped it apart, and even like big fish tear baits apart. And I don't really know why exactly the whole physics behind it, but I caught a couple big fish on this baby rattlesnake that I was not expecting. Like it was definitely like a stay in a hole type bait. So
Nice.
I don't know. We have so much fun, I think, in store ahead for when the weather gets a little more appropriate for this.
Sure. Yeah, what's really unique about the rattlesnake is obviously is the ribbing, right? The ribbing and the mix of the plastic that just gives it so much movement, and then it's just something that it's been imitated, but it hasn't been duplicated. And I hate saying it like that because that sounds so cliche, but I mean, just the way that this bait moves in the water because of the shape of the bait, it just gives it this, I mean, you can't. The action.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. There's reaction strike to it, and then I mean, I got several that were in a heavy feeding process, and they came over from a long distance away to come eat this bait, and so it's like, I mean, you're talking, we're just post spawn here, so fish are just now really starting to turn back on after doing all that effort, and it's not that they're picky; they're just hard to get to this time of year sometimes.
Yeah. And
throwing that airtail, which, sorry for the geese flying over my head, the airtail rattler on a Texas rig is how I was able to kind of get to them. Fishing kind of rocky points and ledges is where I started today. Just eyeballing it, really, in all honesty, just fishing from the bank. And being able to cast a bait that, one, had more of like the shaky head action on a Texas rig was really cool. So you throw that out, and I could bounce it on heavy line into cover and be able to fish it through because I'm not having the bait wrap around the branch, with a tail, or not having several things, where you get pulled down into a rock or whatnot. It fished so much better through cover than any other soft plastic I've thrown. And that was, honestly, I threw in some places just to try to test it out.
Yeah.
And on 20-pound test today, throwing a Monster Bass 3/8 ounce weight stopper bead on it, just like he had set up on the video just a second ago. But just with the rattlesnake, and I mean, it was one of those you couldn't get it hung up, and it was really, really cool to be able to get into fish that you wouldn't normally think you'd be able to get a bait through it.
Love it.
So definitely can tell that it's caught a few share lunkers, because that's the bait that will get to the hole that no other bait will get through.
Good to hear.
Rick, breaking news.
Yeah.
We are at our quota. I have to cut off the Grande Bass VIP club.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so congratulations to everyone who made it. If you did not, I will send you an email letting you know that you're too late, so you just don't sit there anticipating, and I will keep you in mind when there's another opening.
I like that. All right.
Awesome. Those are, like, I love that idea of being able to give one of these away, because there are so many times I'm fishing around a pond and you have a kid that's, knows how to throw a shaky head or maybe a wacky rig, and you're like, hey, you know what? Check out these. They're the probably best around. And honestly, I've seen more return from having kids be super interested in something cool and new than I've ever seen before on these things. Just like the crankbaits that I've got to hand out recently and a couple things like that. It's been super fun. Just to watch, the reactions of kids handing out these baits, and then they send me a text message, 3 days later, hey, I caught this fish. And you're like, dude, I didn't know they made him that big in that pond or wherever he was fishing. So, and you get to be proud for them for a minute. So that's a super awesome idea of way to get the word out. I like that a lot.
So let's thank you, by the way. And then I want to let you go so that you can go continue to do family time and
yay
and all the things that you need to do.
Hang out with you.
Yeah, we don't want to take you away.
Well, sometimes I volunteer for this. My wife doesn't appreciate it always, but if I can get to hang out with you guys and talk fishing, I think I'd do that just about any day, anytime. So I appreciate it.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, man.
Thank you,
We'll see
Matt.
y'all.
All right. All right. So there's a couple other baits I want to show you guys too. Like, I mean, everyone has a big, long, curly tail worm. So do we. This is the 8-inch megatail rattlesnake. And what's cool about this is it's got all the benefits, all the ribbed body of the rattlesnake, but it's got this long, curly tail. And what's really cool about this is I don't know if this is gonna do it justice, but there's all these ribbings internally on the tail that help it displace water, so that as it's going through, you're just gonna see tremendous action off it. And this is the 8-inch megatail rattlesnake, sick bait, and we're really excited to share that one with you guys. What else do I want to show you? I want to show you the Fatso pig. This is in ballistic gill. I don't know if this comes across, but this is a 4.5-inch Fatso pig. It's our grub. It's got a really wicked big tail, and but the color, I mean, this is a top 3 color at Tackle Warehouse according to those guys. And then one of the things that we did when we were coming up with this is these guys had it in like 25 different colors in every bait. And so I was like, well, we can't afford to have inventory for 25 different colors across, all these different baits. I just don't have that kind of money. And so what we did was we analyzed all of Tackle Warehouse's data, analyzed some of the other retailer data, and we went back for the last 5 years to come up with what are the top 8 colors in every bait. And it was like this. Here's the top 8, and once you got to 9, it just dropped, and it went down here. So we were like, why bother making 9 through 28? We're just gonna make the top 8 selling baits, and we'll come out with others as we see fit. But what else can I show you? The craw. Where's that craw? I know I got it somewhere. That's a secret bait that we may bring out in 2025. There's a lot of baits here. And I want to show them to you. But I think you guys have all seen the craw, so I don't need to show you that one. What else, Raphie? Which ones do we want to show? Anything specific?
Not yet. I'm trying to turn Nick Franzen into our Wisconsin sales rep.
Okay. Is there any chance you could look at your text messages?
Probably.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
Didn't you get a text message?
I got a lot of text messages.
Yeah, but from your boss.
Oh.
And your best friend.
Oh. Yes.
Could we do that right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Okay.
All right, I'd like to make a quick phone call.
Gotta keep talking while I find this number.
Because I think it's really important that we do this.
Okay, for the record, Rick, because my phone is connected to the hotline, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb so I don't get texts from my best friends.
Okay. Wait, you have more than one best friend?
Friend.
Okay, good. All right, just making sure. God. Wait a minute, I just got a text. Wait, who's... Oh, wait, Chris just texted us.
Oh, what does he want?
He's got 4 fish in the live well, all on Grande Bass.
No.
Uh-huh. I wonder if there's a way to call him. Fix, can you get on that one to see if that's
I can
possible?
call him right now.
No. I want you to call the person that I asked you to call. That's really important, really quickly.
Okay. Hold on.
Let's do this. Guys, I'm so excited. And I'm really excited to, if you're tuning in, right? First of all, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch Monster Bass Live. And if you're watching this on the rewind, thanks for subscribing to us wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Amazon, Spotify, Apple, I don't know. I only go to Spotify, so. I'm excited to get these baits in the hands of the team. I'm excited to.
Call has been forwarded to.
Ugh, for real? Do I have to ruin the surprise?
Apparently.
All right. I asked Raphie to call Fishing the Lone Star, Jeremy, because I really want to say thank you to him. But evidently he's giving him the Mikey Balls treatment and not answering his calls.
Well, it's not my number, to be clear.
Oh.
It's the hotline number.
Oh. Well, why don't you just text him from your phone and say, hey, we're calling you.
See, that's why you're still the boss.
All right. I like that. I do have a request while we're doing this. I have a favor to ask. It's one thing to buy the company. It's another thing to grow it. And I would love your help. Like I said, I'm gonna introduce the brand to you over the course of the remainder of the year. I'm gonna give you limited edition colors because I want you to get something special. It's not just special enough for me to give you these baits. I want you to have a limited edition color. But if you love these baits, my simple request is, would you please do me a favor? Go to your favorite tackle shop. Introduce the brand to them and let Raphie know that you spoke to him. Give us the name of the guy at your favorite tackle shop and we'll give them a call. We would love that. And if you hook us up, we're going to take good care of you. We are. So that would be my humble request of all of you. Because we're all in this together and we can't do it. And while we're waiting on this, look, Tackle Junkie's here. Tackle Junkie, you missed it. I'm going to tell you right now, because you were looking for some of these baits right here. He texted me. He goes, "Hey, you know the guys at Grande Fishing?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you think you can get them to make these baits in this color? They don't have them on the website."
Been forwarded to voicemail.
I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do. So Tackle Junkie, here's what I did. I went and I bought the company. So I can get you whatever colors you want because we now own Grande Bass. There you go. Breaking news. So there you have it. We can't get a hold of Jeremy, and we're going to get him on one of these days because I do want to thank him because we asked them to introduce us to Shields at their flagship store at the Colony. He said, sure, no problem.
Yeah, and he did it within like 24 hours.
Yeah, he did it within 24 hours, and 24 hours later, Shields said, yeah, we want the whole line, and with an end cap. So there you go. It's pretty good, pretty good. So really excited. You guys are going to start getting these limited edition colors. There will be no Grande Bass Takeover box, Nick. I'd love to, but I want to spoon feed this to you, not force feed it to you. I'm excited to introduce the brand. I'm excited to give you guys limited edition colors of the baits, every other month kind of thing. But I'm not going to force feed it to you. All right, we are pretty short on time. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough. Are we able to get Mr. Wishing I Was Fishing or no?
Fixed. It's you.
Well, I mean, do you want to try calling him? You have the phone. I tried texting him.
Okay.
I could try him.
Yeah, sure. Let's give him a try.
Yeah. All right. Keep talking, Rick.
So I'm still looking at the chat. Some might say a soft bait CEO pulls. I don't know. Pulls the lays. There you go. Unpin it. I would love to get Mr. Wishing I Was Fishing on the phone. He is fishing the Windy Wednesday. We sent him some baits. I overnighted them to him. Today or a couple days ago, he just got an opportunity to fish with him. I'd love to know what he thinks. I'm gonna create a video just so you guys know. I'm gonna walk through the entire Grande Bass lineup, break down the baits, the colors, tell you more about each one in a lot more detail so that you've got a good idea as to what the full lineup looks like. As always, you can head over to grandebass.com and you can check out the lineup today. Any luck?
Oh, it's calling, but I don't think he's picking up. Nope.
What does that say? Call.
Thanks for calling. It's Chris Hollingsworth.
Oh! All right. So that didn't work.
No, but it's nice to end the show on a low note.
Yeah. We're not going to. I don't end shows on low notes. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that took the time to tune in. We're super excited. And, as we continue to grow the company, we've expanded into multiple brands. And like I said, we're still shopping. We do this because you give us the platform to do so. And we're really grateful that you're along for the ride. Fix, do you have that long-winded announcement that I made you put up on the screen one time? No? Okay. I've got some other big news next week. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of some of the baits in this month's box, and then we're going to end the show. So, I like fishing spinnerbaits this time of year, right? And, depending on where in the country you are and what you're fishing, right? You might be fishing clear water, you might be fishing dirty, stained water. And so with spinnerbaits, right, when you're ripping that thing through, the water pretty quick, you'll love a double willow spinnerbait. And this month we're featuring one that is from Mustad. It's a dual frame. It's got dual frame construction. It's the Mustad arm lock spinnerbait. These things go for like $10 on Tackle Warehouse. I'm not saying because it's $10 it means it's great. I'm just highlighting the fact that this is a $10 bait on Tackle Warehouse, double willow spinnerbait. And what the arm lock does is it keeps the hook set in place, or keeps the hook in place, so that as you're burning that thing through and the wire starts to bend, a lot of times your spinnerbait will end up changing the angle just enough to where you're not getting the hook sets that you do want. And so this arm lock is supposed to help with that. But like I said, you might be fishing dirty water. And in those places, you want a spinnerbait that's going to give you the ability to make that loud thumping action. You're slow rolling that thing on the rewind. And so we're hooking you up with the new the double Colorado blade burner. This has got a 3.5 and a 4.5 Colorado blade on it. This is the limited edition color, and it's coming to you guys this month. What else is coming in this box? All right, I love fishing a jerk bait, a suspending one, this time of year, and we were able to partner up with a brand that I don't think has been in the box since probably like the first 4 boxes, and so we are hooking you guys up with a Smithwick Rogue. I know Tackle Junkie loves these. You're going to get a different color depending on where you fish. And so, I can't say that you're going to get the exact same color, but this is one that I absolutely love. From Bagley. This is the Bagley Twin Spin. Now, not everyone's getting this exact version because there's 2 different versions of the Bagley, because I think some of the regions would benefit from a different version. But here's what's cool and unique about this one. Look at this. All right, so it's got 2 props on it. It's a 3-inch, half-ounce bait and balsa construction. But this thing's a floater, right? So you could run this thing right across. You could run this thing right off over the top of a bed. The propellers are gonna cause commotion, and that fish is just gonna go and attack that thing. So that's a cool little bait from Bagley. Again, another like $9 or $10 bait. I mean, these are $8 now. What else? 1, 2, 3. Let me make sure that I got this in here. Hold on, I'm just double checking that this is the correct one. Yes. Here we go. So that's 2 spinner baits, a jerk bait, and a top water. So that's 4 hard baits. I'm following that up with a pack of the Z-Man Helicross. And I don't need to say much about Z-Man. This is actually one of the baits that has not been in a Monster Bass box before. Because, you know, we love Z-Man, and so we put a lot of them in there. I hooked you guys up with one of those. And we also got you guys some V&M RC Craws. Again, just another bait that you can rig this thing Texas. You can rig it Carolina. These are great baits. And again, drag it right across the bed and watch them get pissed off and eat it. So great bait. Now, some of you guys are going to tell me that these are on sale at Tackle Warehouse. This is the only bait that's coming in the box this month. It's on sale at Tackle Warehouse. These are going through a packaging change. And so, you know, the moment you make a packaging change, you get to put them on sale. So these are not discontinued. This is just simply a packaging change. That's why they're on sale. And then last but not least, limited edition Grande Bass Airtail Rattler. So this is a summer craw pattern, and I think you guys are gonna like it. It's you know, you can see the green pumpkin in it, you can see the chartreuse in it, you can see the flake in it. Great bait, and this is a limited edition color. The only people getting it are the people that get a Monster Bass box. Once they're gone, they're gone. So there you have it. All in all, at Tackle Warehouse, I think it worked out to, I'll tell you right now, $53. $53 in product, plus a few other things that are going to come in there. You got the magazine, you got the sticker, you're going to get a couple coupon codes, and as always, Free Bait Friday, right? Free Bait Friday, I'm going to send you a code every week. You're going to get a free bait. Go pick it out. Anything you want from the store. So there you have it. 4 hard baits. 1, 2, 3 soft plastics. No terminal this month, because I thought you guys had enough terminal, and I wanted to get you guys the Grande Bass as an extra bait. So hope you guys like it. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to think. Can't wait to put these again in your hands. And as always, thanks for letting us do what we do. We're really excited about Grande Bass. Really excited that Raphie's gonna take this company and run with it and grow this brand. They've already done a great job of it, so it's going to make our job a lot easier than us trying to start a soft plastic company from the get-go. We miss Chris, but he's on the Delta. He's catching some big ones, and if he's back next week, we'll get an update from him. And if not, you know what we should do is we should record an update. That way we can have him part of the show, because it's Chad Price wants to know, what if that color kills and then I can't get it again? That's a good question. Thankfully, I don't run the company. You can ask Raphie. So, all right, guys, listen. Need some neck gaiters. We got neck gaiters on the website. We've got slocks or rod socks. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, the code. I created a code for Monster Bass. Sorry, I'm not allowed to create codes for Grande Bass. That's not my thing. But there's a code, code 580. It's good for today. You can save as much as like 60-something%. I think the item that I saw, it's going to take an extra percentage off of the lowest retail price on the store. That's code 580. Use that at checkout. It's good for today, and I think tomorrow. Actually, I think it's only good for today. Let me see. Yeah, it's good for today. So, yeah, score yourself a big extra discount. It's my way of saying thank you for watching Monster Bass Live. Yeah. Is there anything that I missed today? Let me see here. Let's see. Nope. Good. Next week's teaser. Well, I got to be honest with you. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit about your opportunity to not only participate and own a piece of outdoor playground, but we're going to talk about the baits in this month's box into detail. We're going to talk about the future, and we're going to also teach you a few things. So I don't have much to share with you in terms of the big reveal because I don't really know, because I don't know if Chris will be back next week. I hope so. Raphie, who won the chat?
Kaylee's Catches won the chat, and I unpinned it, and so off to the ethers it goes. But she's been a Monster Bass subscriber for 2 years and is kicking herself for not tuning in to Monster Bass Live sooner because she thought this show's a lot of fun.
Amazing. Well, it is a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun today.
Yep. So email us at marketing@monsterbass.com, and we will get your prize out.
Pretty soon it's going to be marketing at Outdoor Playground.
That's true.
Because we're going to change all of our emails. But, all right, listen. Thank you, Raphie. Thank you, Fixie, for a great show. And, of course, thank you guys because, we don't get to do this without you guys. And once again, I want to end the show the way that I started and remind you all that, listen, if you're going through something, you don't need Mental Health Awareness Month to make a phone call. You can email me. You can email Raphie. You can hit up anyone here in the Monster Bass community. Someone will take your call. You don't have to go through it alone. Life can be difficult, and sometimes you just need the ability to talk to someone. And we're here for you. So I appreciate you all. Good night.